Hey Leo, welcome to your reading. I'm Empress Rose. These are general readings. We take what works, we leave what doesn't, as with everything in life. And if I don't catch your wavelength on this one, check your other major placements. Major placements are Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, Leo. We're going to start off with the Botanical Inspirations deck, Victorian flowers, and the messages those flowers were thought to convey in the Victorian era, and then we're going to move on to our more traditional tarot reading with the Golden Tarot. Also, if you have have not already, please hit the subscribe button. It's helpful. If you've already hit the subscribe button, do not hit the subscribe button again. All right, what do we have for Leo? Oh, it was like, oh, you don't want the book. Fine, you get nothing. You get all or nothing here. Anything you want to volunteer here? Botanical Inspirations. Okay, well, the Botanical Inspirations are from the Victorian artists. They're flowers, and the flowers are said to mean something. Flocks, unanimity and harmony. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. Marcus Aurelius. Ooh, I like flocks. It's not my favorite flower, but I do like this flocks here. Unanimity and harmony. Being in harmony with yourself. Being happy with who you truly are. Finding that vibe. Vibing with yourself. Hitting that nice vibe. Harmonizing with yourself. Some sort of music theme here. All right, we're moving on to the Golden Tarot for a traditional tarot spread. More traditional than that. And these are medieval and Renaissance paintings made into collages. Leo, past, present. Whoa, medieval right out the gate here. Inner landscape. What's at issue? Your environment, your to-do list, and your possible outcome. This ain't bad. I mean, it starts off pretty shit, but... and you've got the moon in your inner landscape, which Cancer just got, so... But here's a recent pass, the devil. Really toxic, controlling energy. Look, there's a message of redemption here. In some ways, there's a clearing out of some old karma here. Some cleansing of some ideas, some cleansing of some addiction. The Devil card represents, in my opinion, anything that separates us from our higher self, separates us from that divine part of ourselves that gives us guidance. So it's often seen as addiction, because addiction is one of those things that is definitely severs that connection and makes it so we're obsessive, we're addicted to something, we're needy, we don't feel like we have everything we need. You'll hear addicts often talk about how they need something, they need their next hit, they need to have a drink, they need to do something, and there's a sense of neediness to it, and not just not appreciating that you do have so much of what you need. I mean, we need water, we need food, we need shelter, but anything beyond that can be very addictive. So some sort of addictive behavior. I want to throw a workaholism into the addictive mix, because I think that's very destructive, and yet our society routinely rewards it. And so, yeah, look at this. People are not having a good time. They are separated from their bliss. They're separated from their higher self. They're in hell, some sort of hellish feeling, devil energy, being controlled by something, and that's addiction, being controlled by something outside of your control, and not having a good time. But there is always, to me, there's a sense of a cleansing fire, of it hurts, it burns, but in the end, you're getting clear of it. Getting clear of... So this devil card really is talking to me about getting clear of So you probably were dealing with some sort of toxic energy or addictive energy in the past, but there's a sense of having gone through some sort of very difficult thing to clear yourself of that energy. What's in your current situation? It's in everybody's current situation. It's a pretty generic current situation card. The Wheel of Fortune, it's just like shit changes, happens, things outside of our control going on left and right. One minute we're on the top of the world, the next minute we've sunk to the bottom. It's like the good news, bad news, good news is, bad news is, good news is one of those stories going on here. It has to do with luck. Things outside of our control coming in here, and that can be good luck, that can be bad luck. We prepare for the bad luck. We prepare for the good luck by making sure we're able to meet it when it comes in, and we have the skills to handle the good luck when it does come in. And coming after this devil energy, you could have, well, I'm just reminded of good luck coming in, and it's often very difficult to figure out what it is. There's this old Buddhist story about, this guy, let me get it straight here. I'm not going to get it straight. But you get the idea. Like the guy's son comes, finds a horse. Okay, so good luck. Got a free horse, right? In the process of training it, the horse bucks the guy off. Okay, so bad luck. Broke his arm. Military comes to town, does some recruiting. Good luck. He doesn't get recruited. Bad luck. They get raided. Well, his arm is broken. So it's just like we don't know. What is that quote? We know so little about life that we don't really know what the good luck is and what the bad luck is. All we know is that it's out of our control, and sometimes we label something as good luck, which ends up being terrible luck, and then we, or vice versa. Like we really just don't know what the good luck is and what the bad luck is. So there's something about luck going on in your life, but I want to just call it those situations that are out of our control. They happen specifically to us because this isn't the world card. This is the Wheel of Fortune card. So it's happening to you. There's something happening to you, but it is out of your control. Of course, with all of those, the thing we can control is our choices, our attitude, all of that. But there's something happening to you, and I don't know if we know what it's going to play out to be. But oftentimes, our good luck can turn to bad luck, and like that. So anyway, so you have something going on in your life that's out of your control and happening specifically to your life. So, but that doesn't give you an entitlement to a victim mentality. We are victims. Many of us have been victims, but we don't want to get stuck there and define ourselves by whatever happened. So I don't know where that came from now. But, so something's happened to you. It's interesting that's coming after this devil energy, this devil energy from your past, which could have been somebody else, doesn't have to be you. There's some sort of situation, your situation's changed somehow. And then in your inner landscape, we have the quintessential inner landscape card, the Salvador Dali, somehow some sort of ancient artistic ancestor, creative ancestor of his from back in the day, in the medieval times, made this. So this is subconscious issues at work. Especially if you've been dealing with this devil energy, there's some sort of subconscious issue at work. And we have these little crawdads, and I was just telling Cancer about the crawdad story. I was just down at the river, and this little crawdad, I was just wading around, zoning out at the river, and I felt something on my ankle, and I turned around, and it was this little crawdad trying to eat me, and he had his I think he was just feeling me with his little feelers first, but his hands were out, and I was like, it was just kind of funny, and I kind of freaked out, but then later I was like, what if I did let the crawdad eat me, and see how far he wants to go with this, you're not going to do much damage. I'm going to survive this for sure. With maybe a little nick in my Achilles tendon here, or not even my tendon, a nick in my skin, right? So it wasn't ever going to be a big deal. So I'm kind of disappointed in myself in oh my God, you little twerp, and running away. because it wasn't going to be a big deal. So that I'm seeing this is a lobster, but we can imagine it's a crawdad in here. We have the crab down here. So we've got these little creepy crawlies inside of us, these little these little issues that we don't want to look at, and we don't want to deal with, and we don't want to talk about, and we certainly don't want to play with, and we certainly don't want them nibbling at our little ankles, so we're going to scream and run away, or I didn't quite do that, but I did step away. But let your curiosity guide you. Like, what would happen if this little creepy crawly that you have in yourself that kind of freaks you out and you don't want to admit it and you don't want to look at it, what if it did come out from under a rock and you did let it nibble on you a little bit, and you did kind of explore what is this dynamic? What is this thing? So this is about dealing with subconscious issues, maybe keeping a dream journal, looking at those parts of ourselves that we feel like would entitle the world to reject us if they knew. I mean, there are some things, legal things and stuff like that, where I don't know what to do with those. But there are these other things I tend to repeat myself here. So far, maybe people would reject that. But what is that? What's that about? What's this thing that's not acceptable or not good? Maybe we played around with that a little bit and saw really what it was doing, and maybe it is just a little crawdad and it just isn't going to cause that much damage, and we can explore that. So exploring something in your subconscious, that's in your subconscious slot here. So far it's a very generic reading, with this Wheel of Fortune. Yes, we all have the Wheel of Fortune going on right now. And then in your subconscious, we've got your subconscious. But we've got these little creepy crawlies, and maybe make some friends with them. Maybe see what they want. Maybe just make some friends with some part of yourself that you're afraid would mean rejection, or that people would be right to reject you if they saw that, or whatever. Just dealing with those fears and with those issues, those subconscious issues. It can be a little scary, right? But it is also kind of fun and kind of interesting. And so paying attention to your dreams is really important right now. They're going to bring stuff up that your conscious mind might not be ready for, or your ego might not be all that interested in playing around with. So this is stuff that your ego doesn't want you looking at, because it's a threat to it. It feels threatened by it, but in fact it's just this little tiny little guy in the river that's not much of a threat at all. But your ego feels threatened by it. So maybe look at some of those things that trigger you, that, like Back to the Future. What an easy trigger. All you have to do is say chicken, and the guy's like, oh my God. So looking at your triggers, the things, and where is that coming from? And just inviting those things in, inviting those things inside yourself that you're afraid to look at. Invite them in, pour them some tea, ask them what they're doing, ask them how their day is, ask them if you can get them a little ankle flush if they want, just make friends with some of those things. They might look scary and creepy and ugly. Oh, I'm reminded of the Chenu. There's a lot of reminding me of stuff here. The Chenu, a Passamaquoddy tale about the sort of Bigfoot thing that lives in the woods, and then the young girl is left at the campsite by herself, and she ends up making friends with the Passamaquoddy, and then he does a sweat lodge, and he turns out to just be like their grandfather and their best friend, and super helpful and super informative, and helps them with a lot of stuff. So she's like, she makes friends with it. So be more curious about these things, and make friends with some of these parts of yourself that your ego finds threatening, or doesn't want to look at, that you don't want to look at because it could be bad. And then would you reject yourself? No. I mean, the only way you can do this work is by having a commitment to unconditionally loving yourself. So because then it's less threatening. If you're like, oh, I'm going to love myself no matter what I find down there, then you're willing to look at anything down there, right? Okay, oh my God. And then what's an issue here is this tower. Things falling apart. There's some dethroning. Maybe it's the dethroning of your ego here. But it could be, just in your real life, shit's falling apart. Like things coming undone. It could be this bad luck, this devil energy coming out here. This devil energy creating some sort of major change in your life. Man, I wish I could read ahead sometimes, but I get really involved in each card. Somebody's being deposed. Somebody's in charge. Maybe this devil is being deposed. Maybe you're throwing off some sort of addictive issue or something like that, this devil controlling energy. But it is like something's being revealed, something's being deposed. Somebody who's been in charge is no longer in charge. The top dog is no longer the top dog. There's gnashing of teeth. It's the Tower moment. It's the Tower moment. In reverse, it could be things coming in. It could be a sudden good luck coming in, but that could create its own problems. Winning the lottery can be not that you're going to win the lottery, but the studies show that that's not actually all that great for people. The money tends to go very fast. They make really shit investments because they're not used to it. Their families and friends' relationships get destroyed so it could be something good coming in that's not going to be quite that good. I think we're getting a real Wheel of Fortune vibe. Is like, oh, it looks like good luck could be bad luck. What looks like bad luck could be good luck. And with the Tower in reverse, this is more so. Like something's happening here that's out of your control, pretty intense, kind of could be revealing some things about yourself to yourself. Pretty intense situation here. And I don't think we know which way is up and which way is down, which is good luck, which is bad luck. But it could be just revealing a lot of stuff to you about yourself, about the life you've built up. It could be, on sand, not on a solid foundation. But the Tower falls apart, so it can be rebuilt. It's made out of Legos. So this shit falls apart and comes undone, but that's so that we can build a better tower next time. We can take all the stuff that we learn, everything that we get out of this, and build a new tower. But stuff has to fall apart for new things to have to... It's like our psyches or our lives are like cities, and with like super strict density laws. And so if you want to build a new building, you got to tear one down. So tearing one down, I'm reminded of the kingdom coming down. I was there. Yep. And then we have Queen of Cups here in your environment. You have someone offering you love. So in the midst of this devil, in the midst of this moon, it almost seems like you're like having a bunch of revelations about yourself that are coming to fruition, or coming to light, and it's really rocking your world. And it feels like shit, but it could actually be really great. And in the midst of this, we have this Queen of Coins. This could be a friend, a lover, a therapist. This is somebody external to you, probably an actual person. They're coming in right underneath this devil energy, which maybe they're helping you deal with this devil energy. But the Queen of Coins offers love. She's very much in touch with her emotions, with her feelings, and she's bringing that in. She's bringing a lot of compassion, a lot of understanding. She really gets what's going on here. She's really a lot of understanding. So there could be someone in your environment, male or female, that's there with a lot of compassion and a lot of understanding. Really, oh my gosh, it's not Queen of Cups, it's Queen of Coins. I was like, she doesn't look very... Somebody is Queen of Coins. So somebody here has been very successful, very focused on what they wanted, very focused on what they got. It could be this devil energy. It could be someone who is pretty controlling, because I wasn't understanding why she's under the devil energy here. But it could be someone who's just really focused on their career, really focused on where they're going, climbing a career ladder. This isn't you. This is someone you know. This is someone in your life. Climbing a career ladder, they could be very obsessed with this, and this is causing problems for you. It could be this workaholic, male or female, this Queen of Coins, could be a workaholic energy here that's creating some sort of drama or some sort of issue here. But it also can just be someone who's very focused on their career, very focused on their money, very focused on getting where they want to go, really has money on their heart, or some sort of worldly possessions on their heart, or worldly, something physical, like a house, really obsessed with a house situation, really obsessed with, why am I getting obsession energy here? Oh, because it's coming under the devil here. It doesn't seem as benign as the Queen of Coins would seem to me normally, because it's coming underneath this devil energy. Here's your to-do list, which is funny. It seems kind of random, but it's like, hey, The Titanic's going down here. Might as well, and we're all out of lifeboats, so you might as well have the party. So this is, the band playing while the Titanic goes down is what it feels like here. So this is get together with your friends. Maybe find some support. Maybe find some kindred spirits, some support here. There's music, there's dancing, there's playing around. This is where you need to go, is like finding your community, connecting with other people. I mean, I got the Queen of Coins thing here, but this is more of a Queen of Cups energy, this Three of Cups, of just as far as like bringing love. It's more friendship than anything, but it's connecting, sharing with people. You've got a lot going on here, so maybe you just need to talk about it, share about it with some understanding people. I was wanting to see the Queen of Cups. She is the Queen of Coins, but I was wanting to see the Queen of Cups, but we've got Three of Cups, which is good enough. That's sharing with people that care about you. Sharing the joys, the trials. We've got music here. Music covers all the emotions. So really emotional sharing. If you've got a tower moment going on in your life, oh my gosh, if you are dealing with addiction, find yourself a 12-step group or something like that. That's literally, with this addiction energy here, you may need to be reaching out for some help with dealing with something. Or just hanging out with your friends, reaching out for help, just finding a situation that is safe and that you feel good sharing. Because if you are having a tower moment and a bunch of issues, you probably just need to connect with people right now and really share your hopes, your dreams, your fears. That's your to-do list, is have a party, enjoy yourself, listen to some music. There is a sense of community here, and really finding support and harmony with your community, unanimity and harmony. And we've got this music card here, harmonizing with your community and with others. So that's your to-do list. And then we have the Chariot here. So getting things in harmony, getting things all lined up, getting your ducks in a row, getting your swans in a row, and then taking off. You can do a lot. You're going to move really fast. I think once you sort of bring your community together, maybe you just need a team to help you work through some stuff. But there's a lot of fast movement coming towards you, a lot of wish fulfillment, what you wanted, things coming together and being able to move forward. This is like a two-swan team that really moves forward. I'm watching Ben-Hur right now. It's 3.5 hours. And yeah, I'm watching Ben-Hur right now and watching those horses. It's chariots, just lots of chariots moving forward. And Ben-Hur just moves through his life. There's obviously some casting issues that are relics of a previous time, but it's got its issues. But the acting's incredible, and it is 3.5 hours long, so I'm spreading it out. But this Chariot card is reminding me of the Chariot card, obviously, because it's a bunch of chariot stuff going on here. And so it's just this fast-moving energy, being able to be very successful, being able to get what you want. There may be a bit of a journey here. It is set in the stars. We have this family crest here, so there's something about destiny coming for you, and being able to move something very quickly, moving it fast, and just having sort of the team working together and having the power and ability to move things forward. This could be physically moving. This could just be a situation that's been, oh God, the metaphor, really, that's been a little constipated and is finally moving forward. There's going to be some movement here. All right, let's check in with the Kuan Yin. Let's end it with the Kuan Yin Oracle card. Man, I feel like this is like story time today here with your reading, Leo. All right, what do we got here? Ooh. Getting on your path, having protection on your path. Oh yeah, okay. Yes, Three of Cups. Child's play. Conscious play creates energy. It allows us to enjoy the discipline that helps us feel safe, productive, and that we are making progress on our path. It opens us up to life. It increases our vitality and creativity. Without it, discipline and hard work can wear away at our life force. When balanced with loving and healthy discipline, there's no need to fear it. It can only bring benefit. So there you are. You're on your path here, depicted by this railroad track, and you've got some sort of balanced energies here. You've got the discipline, but you're bringing the play. You got to bring the play into the situation. May have been a bit of a grind here. I do get a lot of workaholism here. That's not going to ring true for all of you, but for some of you it is. So bringing in that play, that connection. All right. Well, Leo, I hope that that was useful and helpful for you. Thank you so much for your likes, subscribes, and comments. I very much appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful week.